Oh, hey, it's a Talk About It Tuesday today, and I've got a question for you. Are you making cars or excuses? Are you stuck because you don't have the parts that you need, the tools that you need, the shop space that you need? Fill in the blank on what you say you don't have, so I can't. Or are you stuck because you've decided you're stuck? Today, that's what we're going to talk about, focusing specifically on shop space, but I'm going to stick my butt in here. There's a lot more to it than that. Don't go away. I'm Mike, and you are definitely watching Mike R's Shop. Let's face the facts. We all have that hurdle, that stoppable thing that I can only go this far because I don't have the money for that. That's a big one for a lot of us. I don't know how to do that. I don't have the space to do the project that I need to do. I don't have the shop that I want. Fill in the blank on whatever it is. And here's the reality. The actual stumbling block is not that thing, but it's the fact that you gave that thing all of that power to dictate that decision and bring everything to a grinding halt or not even get things started. The decision was made when you said, I can't. There. That's the issue. You decided, I can't. And the moment you decide you can't, you won't. That's the reality. Now, when it comes to shop space, I know that I'm blessed more than a lot of people. We were very fortunate that when we bought this place, this was already partial shop. We did rebuild the entire lofts on both ends of the barn because the barn was falling down inside of itself because of basically termites. And we spent a lot of time, not much money, but a lot of time rebuilding the entire barn with hardwood beams that we got for pennies on the dollar, and et cetera, et cetera. Well, you know the way I do things around here. But I never really dreamed that the shop that I was building 15 years ago inside of this building, this part here was already here, but everything else that I've done over here with the warehouses and everything else, that was not necessarily what I envisioned. I certainly never thought at that point that I'd have 13 or 14 projects cars and a full machine shop and all of that stuff. Again, I've not spent hardly any money on any of this stuff, so don't think that it's about having a deep pocketbook, because it's not. You see, the thing about me that you'll learn is I generally don't take no for an answer, and I don't tell myself I can't because I'm just too stupid to know any better. They say when you're dead, you don't know you're dead, and when you're dumb, the same thing's true. You don't know you're dumb. I do know I'm kind of dumb, but I've never taken no for an answer. And yes, I definitely have some Achilles heels area in my life that I'm still working to figure out. However, one thing I have learned is the moment I say I can't, I throw my hands up and I stop. I'm going to use a channel viewer that some of you maybe have read down in the comments, and I don't have his permission, but he shared this publicly, so I don't think I'm saying anything out of school. Tim72 Demon is a channel viewer here, lives out west, I believe in Colorado, does not have a shop, 72 years old, works in his driveway, rain or shine. He's got a Demon, I think he's got a pickup truck that he's working on, and he lays in the driveway on the ground, under his cars, working on them. That's an inspiration to me. No, maybe things aren't perfect where I am, but if Tim can do that, I can keep doing what I'm doing, and so can you. Most of my life, I didn't have a shop. I had a 3/4 car garage to work out of to build cars. I built the Pro Street GTS there. I restored my 1931 Ford there. Did tons of other work, engine swaps, engine overhauls, even did customer work out of that garage because it's what I had. And a lot of it happened out in the driveway outside. My neighbors loved that. Those of us with a background in psychology and sociology will tell you that it's called making agreements with ourselves. We make an agreement with ourselves that I can't, and therefore I agree with that, and I won't. Really, we are our own worst problem. Yes, we may not know the solution. We may not know what has to happen, but the first thing we have to do is say, okay, I'm not going to say I can't. I'm going to say I am going to figure this out. I don't know the answer yet, but this is my dream. This is my goal. This is my vision. This is what I want to accomplish. And I may not have the money, the time, the space, the tools, the equipment, fill in the blank, but I am going to be open to the possibilities and I'm going to figure this out. The moment they say I can't, I won't. I would encourage you to stop making excuses and start making plans. Start having dreams and don't wait for the great out there someday. Remember around MKS here? It's about those little bites. I need a full set of wrenches. I can't afford a full set of wrenches right now. I'm still figuring out where to get the money or where to get those wrenches. I don't even necessarily want to focus on the financial aspect of that. I'm open to a set of wrenches. Right now, I found a 3/8 wrench at a thrift store for 25 cents. I will spend the money on that. And I've got the first wrench in my set of 12. Okay, maybe that's a silly example, but my point is that's what the little bite does. It says, okay, maybe I don't have XYZ, whatever it is, but I'm going to look at what I can do right now to move me one little baby step, to take one little bite and move me further forward, Father, towards what I want. You don't have to do things the way that I do. That doesn't matter. I'm here to present an alternative view, and you know that, to prove that you can do a lot, and it doesn't have to cost you hardly anything. We have, what did I say, $18, including the purchase price for this truck. That's how much we have into it right now for 3 cans of primer. We had a small spot here about this big that had a dent. And in a recent episode, we hammered that dent out and got that spot almost perfect. It's got a few little flaws, but pretty good. Now that's one spot we don't have to work on anymore. Break the project down into those little bites. That took me 2 hours to do. This one here will probably take me an hour to do. This one here will take me 3 hours to do. But the point is, every time I get one of these little spots done, something I don't have to do again. It's one step closer to getting that project done. Again, people might say, well, yeah, Mike, but look, you've got a full machine shop over there with 2 lathes and a mill, and you got a drill press, and you've got sheet metal brakes and TIG welders and MIG welders. And well, I didn't have any of that stuff just a few years ago, except for the MIG welder. And I didn't have any of it until I got it. And almost all of it fell in my lap because I was open to the possibilities. When I started on the Stitches Challenger, by the way, this car we have almost everything we need except for a hood and a front bumper and a grill. We got less than $3,000 in this car, and we have almost everything we need to make it a running, driving car. It can be done if you stop saying, oh, it's too expensive, I can't do it. Well, again, the moment you say that, you've made the agreement with yourself, and you're not going to. Back to the 39 pickup as another example. We need an S10 chassis for this truck. I'm not going to say I can't afford it. What I am saying is I've not found one that I'm yet willing to spend the money on. What I'm looking for is that one that's sitting behind somebody's barn that's rotted into the ground, but that's salvageable for the parts that I need that I can pick up for $50. Are they out there? Yep, they are. Okay, maybe scrapyard value. I might be willing to spend that. Whether I have the money or not doesn't matter because I know the money will be there when the time comes. Now, in that price range, I get it. I'm not looking to spend $20,000 on something. That's unrealistic. So we do have to have some realism. But just because we're being realistic doesn't mean we need to let everything grind to a halt. We want to be open to possibilities because when we're open to possibilities, things we never imagined possible fall right in your lap if we're just willing to receive it. I suppose in many ways I feel like I'm here to give you a reality check and say, hey, you're defeating yourself many times. Don't do it. I have to have a good talking to myself once in a while about things too. And in fact, I'm preaching to the choir on this one, not so much about shop life right now, but about some other areas in life I'm really struggling with. And I have to remind myself, stop saying you can't. Simply start saying, I'm still figuring that out. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Think about those areas in your life, whether it's with your shop space, which was supposed to be the main topic of this one, but I kind of broadened it out a little bit. Whether it's about your project that you haven't started, the one you don't have, the one you want, or where you're stuck. on a project. Take a long, hard look at where you're saying, I can't. Rephrase that and say, I'm figuring that out. Don't say I can't figure it out, because you won't. I'm going to figure that one out. I'm not sure where I should go next. I need these resources, I think, but I'm open to other things that I haven't thought of. How can you think of what you haven't thought of until you think of it? Welcome to the Twilight Zone. All right, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you being here. It's just to talk about a Tuesday, and you guys been around long enough to know that I just stand here in front of the camera and ramble on and probably don't make any sense at all, but that's okay. You've been faithful to listen, and these Talk About a Tuesday episodes tend to be some of the best performing videos on the channel. We have episodes every Friday, every Sunday, and every Tuesday. Friday and Sunday are generally hands-on. Tuesdays are almost always a talk about it. If you have subject matter you'd like me to discuss, drop it down there in the comments. Also share some of those agreements that you've made with yourself. Where are you self-defeating that you didn't realize until you watched the video and it made you think about the places that you say, I can't. Merchandise, Schultz Sign Company, check that out. Channel memberships, little as $5 a month. And one more thing. This I know you can do. I know you can. Wrong!